his thoughts are evil, then what about the interventions made in the world, the ideas, the positively impact in the world? Just a question, Doc. Yeah, that's a good question actually. Listen, the only true thoughts are the practical thoughts. We are building a house, we are building it. We focus on building that house. We are going to work, we focus on that, we go to work. Is that simple, bro? What don't you understand on that? It is that simple. Every thought in your head is somebody who put it there. Now listen, how is this happening? Somebody told you that you need to be a doctor, right? Somebody told you for you to get approval from the world, you need to be an engineer. You became an engineer, but that was not satisfying, right? That's why you be, or an architect. That's why you draw this plan today, tomorrow you have a thrill to do another one. You are in constant competition with people who are not even concerned about you. You are in constant competition to become the best architect. But what is your purpose in this world? Do you think that if those buildings were not there, people will not be living? There is a man who was living in a cave. Did they design a cave? Were they not comfortable at that moment in time? That now you, because of technology, you think you are the best. And because you thought about it, were you in the cave? You are not in the cave. So now that we have a computer and the internet and we can do all these things, we can actually compete as men. It's good to compete. Competition is good. But what is the basics of this? If that was true, one architect will draw one building and that's enough. We build that building. Once it's done, he's satisfied, we move to the next. But look at them drawing this building. The next time they are drawing the roads. The next time they are doing something else. Why is it not ever satisfying? Why is it not ever comfortable that I've done this, period, I'm now having it enough? Why? Why do you think you are a doctor and you have never found it enough? You still find a reason to exploit patients or the sick so that you can maintain your status quo as a doctor? Why do you think that's the case? Why do you think a teacher will go to school, teach these children to become better, and when they become better than him or her, they start hating on the same children? Because some of these children have become better than his or her children. Why do you think this teacher will still wake up tomorrow and go for school-based programs to ongeza masomo? Do you really know your purpose in life? Your purpose is only one. To glorify God. The rest shall be added unto you. So whatever you're thinking about, mention one thing that you think is enough. You can do it and is enough, apart from glorifying God. Just one thing. So we constantly chase thrills. Even that best architect is chasing a sex thrill. Yeah? He is the best, yes. He has designed KICC and all these buildings and they're looking awesome. But that is not enough, right? He has to chase a woman. He has to chase family. He has to do something else. Why are we not satisfied even if we are the best in our careers? Why? And Nelly is asking, Doc, what about the males that think their wives just sit at home and do nothing all day long? Those are not... Actually, I'm glad you used the word males. Males. A man who thinks a woman should go out there and please other men to get a salary, because now the one who is giving the salary is actually the new provider. So this man that you're having here, this male that you're having here, is just a caretaker because there's another provider. So you will actually wake up at 5 a.m. to go and attend a meeting for your boss and leave this man erect in that bed. You will actually tell him, hey, hold on this, your morning wood, I don't want it. I'm going for a meeting at 5 a.m. in the morning, and you will attend that meeting, because if you miss that meeting, you will be unable to provide. That will mean your children will suffer, because women are not interested in these men. They're interested in the future of their children, the security of their children. So they will do anything for these children to be secure, only that at some point they don't have an identity, they end up chasing or attracting a wrong person. Because for inside them, they don't have an identity. So they end up attracting the wrong person. Now they have to stick with this person here, but they resent him. They even resent the seed that came from him. And that's why they go to work, leave these children with a maid, and they go to work to make sure they earn a living so that they can actually provide that 50-50. Yeah, so if a man is starting to think that, oh, this woman is just sitting here, she doesn't do anything, that is an evil nature in him. It's not about him. He's just doing what is being instructed from within him. He's allowing the evil nature through friends. He's allowing the evil nature that settles inside him through the mother to actually dictate what he has to feel about life. They destroy his thoughts, and then they now dictate his feelings, and he gets to overreact on his feelings, and that is how the devil comes in. Oh, the devil loves overreacting men. Men who react to their feelings, the devil is so interested in them, destroys them totally through their own thoughts. Oh, you will see hell, my friend. So this man who is looking at you and thinking, why is this woman just seated here? Listen, motherhood is a full-time career. You think it's easy to raise children? Men were designed to go out there to work and provide for women and children. It's that simple. Women are designed to nurture, to raise these children and make a man's life behind the scenes easier. But now men have become so weak and effeminate, and women are taking over. And now we are blaming these women for being masculine. But we're not seeing men being feminine. And I tell you women, if a man calls you masculine, oh, this woman is masculine. No, ask him, am I masculine or are you feminine? Because if a man goes into his masculine core, women go back into their feminine core. Respect comes in. But if you are constantly telling women, oh, you know, you're masculine, so that you want to shame that woman, oh, you're masculine, you're actually the one who is feminine. You're actually shaming yourself. Be masculine and see how that same masculine woman goes into her feminine core. Because this woman that you're calling masculine because she's going out to work, she's working under a boss, and she's willing to submit the records, the files, and the deadlines. She's going to smash the deadlines because the boss said, wewe, hii kazi isipofanyika, nyinyi wote kazi inapotea. She'll do anything to make sure that the deadlines are met. But you tell her to be home at 8 and make supper for you. You will know how weak you are. You will know how weak you are, and women will not attack you directly. They start by attacking things around you as they measure. When attack vitu around you, they say this, they see how you react to it, and one day you fail that test, she's there and it's for a lifetime. You will blame her for a lifetime, but you will suffer the consequences for a lifetime. So that means, Safi says, so that means we are the creators of our universe. Yes, listen, there was a good relationship between Adam, the first man, and his creator, the father. There was a perfect relationship. Imagine this guy didn't know evil. All he knew was a revelation from his father, the creator, into him, and he did according to the instructions that were coming from above. He had the spirit of good. And until two things came in, and these two things turned him against the father, and now he started comparing himself with the father, and he received the punishment. So immediately you are turned against your father. And you see, because God is the creator, and on earth he has put his representatives here, biological fathers. So a biological father is the earthly representation of God to a child. What does that mean? What does that mean? It means if you turn children against their biological fathers, and this to the single mothers, the more you put that negative energy in that child about the father, remember that is your alpha male, because a woman does not carry a pregnancy from a man they don't want. They can't. Hey, women will not take a pregnancy from a man they don't want. So by the time this man is putting a pregnancy into you, this was your choice at that moment in time. It was your alpha. This was your alpha male. So now when this man leaves because maybe he was just having fun and you were taking him serious and you did not give him children in wedlock, what happens is you want to turn these children against the father so they can give you attention, so that they can believe your story. It's innocent. It's not you. It's the spirit inside you that is actually controlling you. So when you do that, you turn these children against the father. You've turned them against God, the creator. These children will suffer because they don't have an identity. They have your identity. You have remodeled them into your own identity. Now, LGBTQ is coming in. Now, depression is coming in. Now, chasing innocent, crazy thrills, the evil thrills is there. Sex, addictions, drugs, all this porn and all that is inside them. Now, until they get their identity by forgiving you for actually turning them against their fathers, and then forgive their fathers for actually allowing you to turn them against him because he was not available, he was not present. So it is his mistake, because he was supposed to correct this transition. So because he was absent, they have to forgive him for being absent and allowing you to remodel them in your own image. Once they do that, they get their own identities. That's the reason why you are suffering from depression, anxiety, overthinking, avoid inside of you, because you do not have a stoic father. And I've just told you, in marriages nowadays, we have very weak men and very angry women. So inside the children, they already have this nature of anger, emotions, hatred inside them. And it's not them, it's the spirit that they have allowed to live in them. It has been imposed on them. So now that becomes a problem. You can't even think right. You can't do anything right. Everything you're doing seems to be wrong. You get it right now, the next thing that is coming is wrong. And now you become a victim. You start playing a victim because you are off the world. So you're thinking other people are responsible for your own happiness. They're responsible for your own joy and perfect peace. Perfect peace is not coming from outside. If it's coming from outside, it has to be you getting an identity from your parents. Perfect peace is inside you. The real world is inside you. You are your own world. So stop blaming other people. Oh, I don't have a job because of this. Look at the poor people. Look at the poor people. Blaming the rich people because they are poor. Oh, I am poor because he is rich. You've been eating seed oils on your own. You've been eating crappy things. You are unable to do something. What are they doing that you're not doing? Now you're blaming them. And yet, them at that poor, that rich level of them, it's just rich in your head. You're thinking they are rich, but they don't have health. They are suffering from liver problems, kidney problems in their richness. So for them, they are not rich because the only thing that they want at that moment in time is health. But all this money cannot buy that health. And you have health in that ghetto of yours. You're complaining they are rich. That's why I'm poor. Yet you are rich in health. They are not. So what is richness? What is success? Success is all in your head.